poet, one of my aims has been to recover the great tradition of English verse practice. As you probably know, one of the great influences of French thought on the English language was the entrance of vers libre, or free verse, into English poetry, which even early on, even its exponents, such as T.S. Eliot and Ezra Pound, realized was at best a mixed bag and a more than ambivalent or ambiguous development. In the United States and in England, when free verse first entered in, it was sort of a minor contribution to the art, and it helped in some ways innovate and develop the art, but for the most part, poets continued also practicing traditional versification, the use of meter, the use of rhyme. It's only in the 60s generation, with the advent of the BEATNIKS in California, that suddenly everything was cast into the sea and poetry became a very banal kind of holding forth in various formless idioms. And so a lot of us have, over the last 2 generations, have sought to recover what was only recently lost, really, again, in the 50s and 60s, especially the 60s, and then continuing into the 70s. And so one of my great causes has been just to rededicate myself to practicing making a good poem that anyone would recognize as a poem. They can hear the meter, they can hear the rhythm being shaped for music, they can hear the rhyme. But to do so in the same way that every artist in every generation has to use these conventions, these traditions that make poetry possible. For every art form would be mute if it weren't for the conventions that are effectively its toolbox, its set of tools. To use these tools in a way that will be explicitly contemporary, that will give representation to the modern age and to its particular problems and peculiarities, its modes of expression, the furniture of the age, the dramas and the scenarios and the stories that shape it, so that as every great artistic age has, the tools and techniques of the past make possible something that's authentically new, but also something that even Homer would recognize as being a poem.